Pray there, friends, and good morning from Disney's Magic Kingdom. It's your boy, the Pin Trading Pastor, and here we are on another mission today. We are playing Pin Bingo at Magic Kingdom. Now, I want to be honest with you. We were going to shoot today's video at Epcot. Epcot doesn't open till 9. It's a party day here at Magic Kingdom, so it opens at 8. And so I was just going to come here and have some fun, but then I looked at the radar and looked at the weather, and the rain is coming. It's definitely coming. And so I wanted to shoot some content before the rain gets here, and I wanted to bring you along for the ride. And one thing I did want to ask you, as I started doing some of these challenges, I'm going to do a matching game here soon, Pin Bingo, I've got a couple other ideas, is in the comments, if there's something you want to see, if there is content that you want to see as far as, what games we want to play, what pins we want to look for, send me on a scavenger hunt, whatever it is, please comment on this video and let me know what that is. I want you to be a part of this content and come along for the ride. But we are going to be doing Pin Bingo, and I'm going to show you what we're going to be looking for here in just a minute. So as we begin today's video, I do want to show you what pins we're going to be going after. I want to show you the pin board that my wife made, the Pingo board. She made it, and she did a very good job. I will say, as I look at this, I'm getting a little perturbed at the lack of the free space. One of you made a comment in the last video and said, man, I feel bad, especially as you were looking for that last one, as you didn't get a free space. She didn't give me another one today either. And so we're going to be going at it, trying to do this full board bingo before this rain hits. But let me show you the board here as I show you right here. Here is what we're going to be looking for today. And so this is the board. These are the pins we're going to be trading. We are looking for a Tinkerbell pin, a Pinocchio pin, Sleeping Animal, Star Wars, Goofy, Inside Out, Chip or Dale, Sorcerer Mickey, Trade with a Guest, Castle pin, Wave B pin, Haunted Mansion, any Tsum Tsum pin, any pin with a year, Minnie with Daisy hat, Beauty and the Beast pin, any Prince pin, a Villain Chin pin, which I already brought one of those, any Disney Bird pin, a Muppets pin, a Robin Hood hat pin, food related pin. I have to do trivia and trade with a cast member, a related pin, a ride related pin I should say, and Winnie the Pooh. Again, no free space. And these are the pins we're going to be trading. Again, we have a plethora of fake, unauthentic Disney pins, as that's what we're looking for a lot of these, and plenty of authentic in case we need to do that. And so this mission's not for the faint of heart, but come along for the ride and let's see what we can find. All right, friends, well, because of the weather, I was actually going to wait to start recording until later. I was actually going to jump to Epcot, but I've decided with the weather that's about to come, it's about to rain a lot, and I mean a lot. And so I'm starting a little bit later in a different route here at Magic Kingdom. I'm in Ye Olde Christmas Shop, and I came across a pin trading cast member who absolutely loved the Pingo card, the Pin Bingo. And so I'm going to start here as opposed to the front of the park, which is okay, because you can start wherever you want. I make the content, so it's fine. And so I'm going to show over here, show what she has. She wants to be a big part of this. I haven't even got one pin yet. And so Haley is going to help us out. And so Haley said, I want to be a part of this. Hi, Haley. And so we've got a couple.
Help you with at least a few categories.
Okay, so what are we going to do? I see a Wave B here, so we're definitely going to be trading for that Wave B. What else do we have?
And trivia. Those trivias have a ride and a Star Wars pin.
Okay, so a ride and a Star Wars. And what was the other one that we're going to do here? Was the other one?
Wave B, trivia, ride, and Star Wars.
Okay, so Wave B, trivia, ride, and Star Wars. So Haley's going to help us with that, and we're going to trade. First, we'll trade for the Pluto Wave B, and so we're going to do
a Tinkerbell. I love
the Tinkerbell popsicle for that. So we'll get that one knocked out of the way. So there's that.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to do the trivia, and I'll be right back with you to let you know what that was. Okay, friends. So as you saw, I was, again, not going to shoot here, but as I was in Ye Olde Christmas Shop, the cast member was so excited to help us out and saw that we were playing Pin Bingo that she absolutely helped us immensely to start our day. So again, let me show you what she's given us today. All right, so the very first thing is she gave us this Chip and Dale pen. Now I could use this as a Chip or Dale, but I think I'm gonna wait because I could find that. I'm gonna use this as a ride related pin, as that's Jungle Cruise. The second one she was able to help us with is she was able to help us with this Star Wars pin. That was a trivia pin, and so I'm very, very excited about that. And the question was, in the movie The Little Mermaid, Scuttle, when he blows into the pipe, what is he trying to do? And the answer is a musical instrument. And so we were able to answer that. That gave us our trivia trade with a cast member. And the next one she helped us with was Wave B. We got this Pluto Bubble Wand Wave B pin. And so I'm going to mark these down here in a second. And again, didn't plan on starting in Liberty Square, didn't plan on even pin trading at Magic Kingdom, but so many people are so excited when they see the board that this is where we're going to do it, and we're going to accomplish full board bingo today. Come along and let's make this happen. So because of the unexpected start to the video and because I was going to jump to Epcot until I saw the weather, we're actually taking a different route. We are starting in Liberty Square. And the first pin board we're going to look at is found in Ye Olde Christmas Shop. Let's head on in there and see what we can find. This is where it'll be located, and here is Ye Olde Christmas Shop. And so let's go take a look at that board. All right, here is the pin board found in Ye Olde Christmas Shop. And again, we are trying to complete full board pin bingo as we make our way around. And I think I see two right off the bat I'm gonna take. Here is a Disney villain chin. We're gonna take this one. And I think we're gonna take this Goofy pin right here. And so that'll knock two of ours off. So we're gonna take these two. And I think we will put this Jasmine pin back in its place right there, that guy. And I think we'll take this Epcot with Figment on it and put that right there. And so yeah, there we go. Two more slots on our bingo and we move on to the next one. Okay, so Ye Olde Christmas Shop for the win as we knocked off a Goofy pin and we knocked off a villain chin. And so we're gonna be on to the next one here, and that's going to be right here at Liberty Square ticket office. Let's see if they have anything we need for our bingo card today. Okay, so here is the pin board found inside the Liberty Square ticket office, and I see exactly what two pins I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take this Pinocchio pin here, and I am going to take this Tsum Tsum right here. And I think we're gonna trade this orange bird right here. And I think we'll trade this little mountain guy right here. And so we'll do the Pinocchio and the Tsum Tsum for orange bird and this little mountain guy. And that'll put two more notches on our bingo card. Okay, friends, well, I'm big into sports, and so we're gonna give you the box score so far. We're gonna give you the updated stats. Here we are. This is what we've accomplished so far. There we accomplished the Pinocchio pin and the Tsum Tsum pin. And so, again, we continue to make massive headway. And two things. One, when I was in the Liberty Square ticket office, first of all, there are two pin boards. I've mentioned that before. The one's out now. It's about 8:30 a.m. So the one is out now, but there is a second one that comes out at 11 a.m. And so we might go back and check that if we need to. Cast member said to make sure I did. I knew it was gonna come out, but wanted to let you all know if you're watching for the first time to make sure to, if you're there past 11, to check that second ticket board or that second pin board out. Again, I ran into another family there. It was awesome. They said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Doing pin bingo. Call it Pingo." And they're like, "Can we take a picture? That looks like so much fun." You know, they pin trade all the time. They realize that not every pin on the board is real. And they said, "You do this to make it fun?" I said, "I do it to add an extra element when I can't just come to the park and get all real Disney pins, because not all of them are real." And so it was an awesome opportunity there to have a great conversation with some new people that are going to be watching. And so if you're watching now, thank you for watching. Our next board is going to be found over here in Memento Mori, and so we're going to walk in and take a look at that pin board and see if there's anything we need for pin bingo. Okay, so here is the pin board located in Memento Mori, better known as the Haunted Mansion gift shop. And as we look around the board here, again, I'm not seeing a whole lot, but there is one. I think I'm going to take this Tigger right here to be our Winnie the Pooh pin. And so that's the one I'm going to take off the board there. And so we're going to put down this Donald Duck right here in honor of my boy Zach. And we will do that and put this guy right there. And so yeah, we'll take this and knock off our Winnie the Pooh bingo slot. All right, well, while I was in Memento Mori, which again, better known as the Haunted Mansion gift shop, I ran into a friend. And when I say friend, I mean my best friend, Zach. I knew he was coming today. I just didn't know he was gonna come behind me and start playing with the zipper on my Loungefly. And so I turned around like, whoa, what's this person doing? And it was my boy, Zach. And so he actually helped a lot with pin bingo. And so I'm gonna show you what he showed me, or what he gave me, I should say. And I wanna pan the camera around so he can say hi in just a minute. But I'm gonna show you what the trade we made. So we are looking for a few different things. I needed a Robin Hood hat, which that classifies as. I needed a Disney bird, which that classifies as. And my boy Zach's looking for Wave B. And luckily I carry some Wave Bs with me, so I'm gonna trade him this Cogsworth. And so again, my boy Zach coming through in the clutch. I like to call him Zach, I like to call him my friend, but we also call him the assistant to the pin trading pastor. And so is there anything you wanna say today, Zach?
I love Kelsey, Anson, and Charlotte. And you can find me on Instagram at Grumpy Disney Dad.
Grumpy Disney Dad. Like I said, that's my boy Zach, and as we continue to do content, you know he's gonna be in the videos, but he's helping this pin trading pastor out, completing full board bingo today, so thank you, Zach. All right, so that was a joy running into my buddy Zach. Again, didn't know who that was sneaking up behind me, but again, he wanted to help me out with bingo, and so another score. We've got a few more notches off the pin bingo board. Again, we're trying for full board bingo, and I do want to jump on here and ask again, when you leave the comments on YouTube, please tell me what you want me to open, what kind of mystery packs, what kind of things you want me to get if I accomplish full board bingo. That's the goal today. I am gonna buy a mystery pack, probably not a Wave A one, but just a mystery pack to try it. And so please, if you want to see me open different packs of things, comment so I can get those. But we're gonna head into Fantasyland now, head over into the Philhar Magic Gift Shop and see if there's anything we need for bingo today. So our next pin board is going to be located over here in the Philhar Magic Gift Shop, and so we're going to walk in there, take a look at that pin board, and see if there's anything we need to start helping complete this full board bingo today. Okay, so here's the pin board located in the Philhar Magic Gift Shop, and as we look around here again, we're looking for pins that are going to help us complete our bingo. And so I am going to take this castle pin because we're looking for any castle pin. And oh, there we go. We're gonna take this Star Wars pin, and that's gonna be the two that we need. I think we're gonna trade Iago here, and I think we'll trade this Mickey pin right here. And so we'll take this castle pin, and we'll take this Star Wars pin, and we'll trade it for Iago and this Mickey pin. And 2 more notches in our pin bingo today. Our next pin board is going to be located over here at Sir Mickey's. And as we walk in here, you're going to see it. It's got the big vine on it, says Sir Mickey's right here on the side. That is where our next pin board will be located. Okay, so here's the pin board located inside of Sir Mickey's. And as we look around the board here again, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. And so we're looking for, oh, I think I see Prince pin. I think this will be Prince Naveen. And so we're going to take this guy right here. And we will trade, how about we do this guy right here? And so we're gonna trade that right there, Nick Fury, for the Prince Naveen Prince pin. Okay, friends, well, we did run into a pin trading cast member, and my goodness, yeah, again, on our Wave B hunt, this is going well. We're going to trade for the Pluto Bubble one, and I think we're gonna trade for the Shmee ears. And so we'll go ahead and give the Donald Popsicle, and we'll do Iago for those 2 Wave Bs. Again, always real pins for real pins here at Disney. Okay, so we scored pretty big there at Sir Mickey's. We found a Prince pin. I knew that was gonna be one of the harder ones, and so as I show it right here, that's it. I think that's Prince Naveen. If I'm wrong, you can comment and let me know that I'm wrong. But here's what we've got remaining right now. We've got Tinkerbell, A Sleeping Animal, Inside Out, Chipperdale, Sorcerer Mickey, Haunted Mansion, any pin with a year, Minnie with Daisy hat, Beauty and the Beast, a Muppets pin, and I know that one's gonna be hard, and a food-related pin. That is where we are at right now in Pin Bingo. Our next pin board is going to be located over here at Princess Fairytale Hall, and it's going to be on that really cool shield board we've talked about many times before. And so we'll go take a look and see if there's anything we need for our Pin Bingo. Okay, friends, so here we are over at the Princess Fairytale Hall. And as we take a look here, we're looking for, okay, I've got one right here. We have got Chip. We are going to take him. And then I believe this is a food-related pin. Kind of looks like a Buckeye or a pie of some sort, but that's a food-related pin. So we're gonna go with that, and we're gonna go with this. These are the 2 we're gonna take, and I think we're gonna put Pua down, and I think we're gonna put Mike Wazowski down. And so we're gonna take these 2 and put these 2 back down. Okay, friends, well, we did run into another pin trading cast member here right at Cinderella's Castle, and look at what we have found. We are looking for an inside out pin, and we have found Anger. And so we're gonna trade for Anger, and I think we're going to do, let's do this Mickey Mouse pin right here, and we'll trade for Anger. Another notch on our Pin Bingo belt today. My favorite thing about the pin trading community is whether you're a seasoned pin trader, you're brand new at it, or you're a cast member with a lanyard or a pin pad, everybody just loves to help. And I just keep running into cast members who are so excited to help, especially when I just found that inside out pin there. They were so excited to help me with that inside out Anger pin. And so again, such a joy to be here at Disney and be pin trading with all these people here. Again, this is so much fun to be able to do. Our next pin board is going to be found in 100 Acre Goods. That is the Winnie the Pooh ride gift shop. And so we'll walk in there and see if there's anything we need for Pin Bingo. Okay, so here's the pin board located at 100 Acre Goods, the Winnie the Pooh gift shop, and I found the one we're going to take. Right here we have a Tinkerbell pin, and so that's going to help us complete our full board bingo here. We are going to put this little bird down right here, and we are going to take this Tinkerbell pin, and that puts another notch in our bingo belt today. Okay, so normally when I leave 100 Acre Goods, I take a left and I go towards the guest experience tent, Be Our Guest restaurant, and then around to Gaston, the village gift shop over there. But it's early. It is only now 9:30 a.m. And so those things aren't open yet. Be Our Guest doesn't open till 11. Village Gifts doesn't open till noon most days. And so we're gonna take a right, and we're heading right by the teacups right now. We're gonna head into Storybook Circus and take a look at the pin boards located in that area and see what we can find. But I do wanna give you a quick update on the board here. So I'm gonna show you that real quick. We're getting there. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spots away. We need a sleeping animal, Sorcerer Mickey, Haunted Mansion pin, Beauty and the Beast pin, any pin with a year, Minnie with Daisy hat, and a Muppets pin. We were able to score big there with Tinkerbell, and so we're getting close. I think we can do it. The big key, can we do it before this rain hits? Because this weather is coming. It's getting windy, it's getting crazy. I don't like it, but we're gonna complete full board bingo, and we're gonna open a mystery pack for you today. Okay, so the next 2 pin boards are gonna be located here inside of Storybook Circus, and it's gonna be inside of Big Top Souvenirs over here. Now, again, it is early, so they might only have the 1 pin board, but usually there is 2, sometimes 3 pin boards in here, as well as pin trading cast members. So we're gonna walk in, take a look, and see if there's anything we need today. Okay, so here's the first pin board found in Big Top Souvenirs. As we take a look at this board here again, we are getting down to the nitty gritty here. We are looking for several pins. Sorcerer Mickey, Minnie with the Daisy hat, any pin with a year. And again, as I look around this board, I'm not seeing anything we need that's gonna help us complete bingo today. And so we'll move on to the next one. I forgot to say it earlier when I got them, but you saw the pin pad. Friends, be on the lookout for pin trading cast members. I know we're trying to complete full board bingo today, but I got the Pluto Bubble Wand and the Shmee ear hat from a pin trading cast member. And again, I never get tired of saying, look out for those pin pads. There are cast members all over the place. Those Wave B packs are dropping soon. I don't know if it's gonna be this coming Tuesday or the Tuesday after, so be on the lookout. But Wave Bs are gonna trade great, especially as those chasers start to come out. And so again, being able to find those Shmee ears and that Pluto Bubble Wand, big win for us today, even though that was not a part of our bingo challenge. So as we make our way into Tomorrowland and we leave Storybook Circus over there, there was nothing there in Big Top Souvenirs. And again, I told you there's usually 2, maybe 3 pin boards. There was only 1 today. That's okay. There was only 1. There was nothing we needed, but we're close. We are down to our final 6. Our final 6 that we need. Actually 7, I should say. And so as we make our way into the next pin shop, it's going to be right over here, found in Star Traders. That'll be the next gift shop that has a pin board. We'll make our way in and see if there's anything that we need for full board bingo. Okay, so here's the pin board located inside of Star Traders. And as we make our way around the board here, we are getting close. We're getting close, but that means it's getting much harder to find the pins that we need. We're looking for Minnie with the Daisy hat. I think this is an old school Minnie with the Daisy hat. It's a character with a Daisy hat. If it's not Minnie, my wife's gonna kill me, but I'm gonna take it anyway. So we're gonna do Minnie with the Daisy hat, and we're gonna put down, what are we gonna put down? We're gonna put down this villain with a chin, as I made a lot of trades today. That's what we're gonna do, and we're gonna take Minnie with the Daisy hat and take another notch on our pin board today. As we make our way out of Star Traders, again, we were able to score Minnie with the Daisy hat. If it's not Minnie with the Daisy hat, feel free to comment in the comment section there, because I'm gonna feel really bad if it isn't. My wife's gonna let me know. That is one that she collects. She loves Minnie Mouse and collects all things Minnie, but Minnie with the Daisy hat, the flower hat, is by far her favorite character to collect. So if I'm bringing home a Boo Boo Kitty that is not what she's looking for, and that was the one she put on Pin Bingo specifically for her, yeah, she's not gonna be very happy, but I think we found it. I'm going with it, and so yeah, it's my game, my rules, right? Our next pin board is going to be found at Tomorrowland Launch Depot. Again, sometimes they have 2, they always at least have 1, so we're going to make our way in here, see if we can't figure out something to help us with this pin bingo today. Okay, so here's the pin board located inside of Tomorrowland Launch Depot. And as I make my way around the board here, again, I'm not seeing anything that we're going to need. We are down to our last 6. And so I'll show you that in just a second, but I'm not seeing anything that we're gonna need. We're looking for a pin with the year, a Muppets pin, a Haunted Mansion pin, Sleeping Animal pin, Beauty and the Beast, and I'm not seeing any of those, and so we'll move on to the next one. Okay, friends, so we do have a pin trading cast member located here inside of Tomorrowland Launch Depot, and there we go. That is one we've been looking for, a Beauty and the Beast pin. So we're gonna trade for that bell, and I think we're gonna trade our Donald right here, and that way we can knock off another notch here on our pin bingo, and that'll take us down to only needing 5 pins left. I think we can do this before the rain hits. Let's see if we can. Okay, so as we leave Tomorrowland Launch Depot, I'm gonna show you what we have left. Again, we still got several pin boards. We started in the middle of the park today. We started at Ye Olde Christmas Shop, and so we have quite a bit of park left with 5 pins remaining. And so I'm gonna show you what those are. Here we are. Sleeping Animal pin, Sorcerer Mickey pin, Haunted Mansion pin, any pin with a year, and a Muppets pin. I know some of these are gonna be hard. I know the Muppets pin is gonna be hard. I know the Haunted Mansion pin is gonna be hard. But we're not gonna give up hope. We got a lot of pin boards, a lot of pin trading cast members left. We can do this. We can do this. Okay, friends, if you didn't know this, one of my favorite characters is Stitch. Look at my hat. I've got Stitch on my hat. And so before I move on to the next pin board, I gotta show you. My boy Stitch is over here trying to do the limbo. You can do it, Stitch. I know you can make it. Try that one? All right, Stitch, you can do it. Do the limbo. Get it. Yes. I knew you could do it, Stitch. I am so proud of you, buddy. Good job. We love you, buddy. Absolutely love Stitch. Favorite character. Favorite character outside of Ariel, Stitch. Okay, I'm telling you this right now. We're gonna need another person in the park's help. We're gonna need to trade with another guest here at Disney World. I know it without a shadow of a doubt. And so I just feel it in my heart of hearts. We're gonna keep looking at these boards and looking at these pin pads, but I know it's gonna be next to impossible to find a Muppets pin and a Haunted Mansion pin. And so we're gonna keep on this grind and see if we can't knock this full board bingo out. Okay, friends, so I wandered into the Emporium to get a drink, and I ran into a friend who watches, and he wanted to help. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm playing pin bingo." And so I'm gonna show you what he's helping us with today. He has made us very happy. He is giving us this right here. We're gonna get this Peter Pan with the year 2004 on it, and he's gonna trade for this chip safety pin right here. And so there's another notch in our belt for pin bingo today. Okay, so since we started in the middle of the park, we came around the backside through Tomorrowland and are headed down the left-hand side as you're headed out of the park. So our next pin board's actually gonna be found at Main Street Cinema. And so that's there. Right there's where we're gonna be headed, to Main Street Cinema. And we're gonna take a look and see if there's anything we need to get to that next spot on our bingo card. Okay, so here's the pin board found in Main Street Cinema. And again, we are down to our last 4 after trading with a friend in the Emporium there as I went to get a drink. And look what we have here. We have got a Sleeping Animal pin. And so that is going to take another spot on our bingo card. And so we're gonna go ahead and trade this Tigger we found earlier, and we're gonna trade it for this Sleeping Animal, and that will take another spot off of our pin bingo card today. So as we continue down Main Street here, making our way towards the front of the park, again, we're going down the left-hand side. I did stop in the Emporium for a drink, but I did not look at those pin boards yet because I want to do that here in a moment. I want to go in order of where those boards are located. So as if you were in the park, for some reason starting in Liberty Square like I did, then you would be going in order around the park. And so our next pin board is going to be located inside of Tony's Restaurant. There's going to be 3 over here in the Town Square Theater. And so I'll show you Town Square Theater, but the next pin board is going to be found inside Tony's Restaurant here. It's actually about 10:40, so they may not have it out. I'll take a look. If it's not there, then we'll go to the photo shop over here in Town Square Theater. Okay, so even though Tony's Restaurant is not open yet, they do have their pin board out. And so I'm glad we walked over here. But as I look around the board here, and I'm gonna go slowly, I'm not seeing what we need. We're down to 3, and I'm gonna show you that real quick. We are down to Sorcerer, Mickey, Haunted Mansion, and Muppets. I told you these were gonna be our downfall. And so as we look around the board here, I'm not seeing anything that's gonna help us complete full board bingo. And so we will move on to the next one. Okay, so our next pin board is gonna be over here at Box Office Gifts. Again, inside of Town Square Theater here, right next to Tony's Restaurant. So let's take a look at their pin board. Okay, so here is the pin board located at Box Office Gifts. Same place where the photography department is here, where you can get your pictures checked if you don't have a picture that comes through when you ride one of the rides. As we take a look here, and luckily for my friend Jordan, who's a cast member, he pointed this out. This is a Muppets pin. Now, had Jordan not been here today, I would not have known that was a Muppets pin, but he said it definitely is. So we're gonna take this pin. We're gonna take this guy right here, and we're gonna put down, let's put down this one we brought earlier today. I think that's from Nightmare Before Christmas, but I'm not sure. So we're gonna trade that one for this Muppets pin. We're only 2 away from full board bingo now. Okay, friends, it is about 10:45 a.m. and we are getting down to the nitty-gritty here as we just need a couple more to complete our full board bingo. And the next place we're gonna look is right inside of here. The next pin board is gonna be located inside of Curtain Call Collectibles here in the front of the Magic Kingdom. Okay friends, well I was getting ready to make a trade here on a pin board, which we'll get to here in just a second. I talked to a friend who watches and she literally is saying, what are you doing? And I said, I'm playing pin bingo. And she looked at the last two spots, which are Haunted Mansion and Sorcerer Mickey. And she has a Sorcerer Mickey pin. And so I'm gonna trade her. I think she'll take this one. If she doesn't, it's okay, because I'll find her something she does want. But I'm gonna show you the pin here. It is right here. There's the Sorcerer Mickey pin that we want. We're gonna trade this little fruit guy right there, and we are one pin away from full board bingo. Okay, so here's the pin board located inside of Curtain Call Collectibles. And again, we are working on finding this, and we are down to one. Again, after just trading with that friend who watches, we are down to one. The Haunted Mansion pin. And so as I look around the board here, I'm not seeing a Haunted Mansion pin. I'm gonna take a look around the board here, not seeing anything that we need. We do have a pin trading cast member, so we'll take a look at that. But again, I'm not seeing a Haunted Mansion pin, and so we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, friends, so we're down to our last slot, our last pin that we need to find for pin bingo, full board bingo. I've got bingo going every which way. Again, I came a different route today, so I went under the opening where the train tracks are, where the railway station is, and we're gonna be here at the locker and wheelchair rental. And so take a look here. This is where the next pin board is going to be found. And again, we are down to one, the Haunted Mansion pin. Can we find it to complete full board bingo before this weather behind me hits? I think we can. Let's do it. Okay, so here's the pin board located at the wheelchair and locker rentals. And as I take a look here, again, I'm not seeing any Haunted Mansion pin on this board. We are getting down to the wire here with the weather coming and trying to get this done before we run out of pin boards. So I guess we're just gonna move on to the next one. So I know I went a different route than usual, and so I'm gonna show you where we're headed next. It's gonna be found in the stroller rentals. That's where the next one's gonna be. So we're gonna make our way through the walkway here under the railway. And as we walk to the left-hand side here and move to the left where those people just walked just now, I'm gonna show you that way. We will head down this hallway, and at this desk right over here is where the next pin board will be found. Here is the pin board located at the stroller rental. And again, we are down to one. We are down to the Haunted Mansion pin. And as I look around at the pin board here, I'm not seeing a Haunted Mansion pin. And so I think we're gonna have to move on to the next one. But again, if I miss one, and I'm prone to do that, make sure you clown me in the comments, because you should. I'm trying to find this, but I'm not seeing it on this board. As we make our way out of the stroller rental, the next pin board is going to be found over here at Guest Relations. It's right next to the Chamber of Commerce in the front of the park as you walk in on the left-hand side. And so we'll walk over there, take a look at that pin board, and see if we can find that last Haunted Mansion pin we need for full board bingo. Okay, so we're down to our last pin. We need a Haunted Mansion pin, and here we are at Guest Relations. This is their pin board in the front of the park. And again, I'm not seeing a Haunted Mansion pin. If I miss it, clown me in the comments, please, because I am not seeing it. But as I look around this board, there's nothing that we need, and so we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, so as I hang out here in the front of the park before I make my way into the Emporium where our next few pin boards will be found, I just wanted to jump on here and say again, when we talk about the cast members and that they make the magic, Jordan over in Box Office Gifts, who helped us know that that was a Muppets pin, who helped us knock that off of Pin Bingo, he actually showed me some magic, which was incredible. He took a stack of cards that had Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and Animal Kingdom on it. And on that stack, he had me write Muppets on it. Shuffled them 3 different times, moved them around, asked, do you believe in magic? I said, I'm in Disney, of course I believe in magic. And so he shuffled them, did this twice, he failed, and he did it on purpose. And the third one, he had 3 stacks, and he said, put the Muppets pin on the one that you think has it written. So I put it on the middle stack and flipped that first card over, and lo and behold, it had my Muppets written on there. The Muppets that I had handwritten on that card, that was the card. Amazing magic trick. Again, seeing these cast members do things like that. He wanted my wife to be able to see that. New Animal Kingdom was her favorite part, and so he just wanted me to see the magic that can take place here. Cast members, again, make everything happen here at Disney World. Our next pin board is going to be located over here in the Emporium, and there's usually 2. One in the front as we walk in here in a second, and then one in the back towards Casey's Corner. And so we'll go take a look, see if there's anything we need for our collection and our full board bingo today. Okay, so we've made our way into the Emporium here, and they actually got both pin boards right here, side by side here in the front. We are looking for a Haunted Mansion pin, so we'll start with this pin trading cast members pin pad. I don't see one there, and we'll start up here in this ear, but as I look around, I am not seeing a Haunted Mansion pin on this board at all. And so I'll move over to this board, keep it going, Again, I'm still not seeing any kind of Haunted Mansion pin that we need. And so we're gonna move out of the Emporium and keep going. We're gonna get this. I know we're gonna get this. Okay, so as we make our way out of the Emporium outside of Casey's Corner here, the next pin board is gonna be located at the guest experience team, these blue tents right here. See if we can find that heavily eluded Haunted Mansion pin. Okay, so the guest experience team did not have their pin board, so we're gonna take a look over here at the Crystal Palace and see if they have the really cool wooden one that they've been having. If they do, that pin board will be located right here at the check-in desk. So the Crystal Palace didn't have their pin board either. It's about 11:30, so it wasn't outside, and I asked the cast member and they didn't know. So it could quite possibly be inside for the guests that are checking in, but I wasn't able to look at it, so we're gonna move into Adventureland. Our next pin board is gonna be found right under the Adventureland awning at the gift shop over to the left called Wanna Bob's. And so we'll take a look and see if there's anything we need for our collection or if we can get this last Haunted Mansion pin. Okay, so here's the pin board at Wanna Bob's, and again, we're looking for the Haunted Mansion pin. And I am not seeing a Haunted Mansion pin on this board. So we are running out of options, friends. Full board bingo. And I'm not getting myself anything unless we get full board bingo. There's no second place. And so we will move on to the next one. Okay, friends, here's a pin trading cast member outside of the Sunshine Terrace here. And as I take a look, again, we are on the look for the Haunted Mansion pin. And I'm not seeing one. So we're gonna move on to the next one. Yeah, we'll move on to the next one. Thank you. Yeah. So our next pin board is going to be located over here at the guest experience team tent across from the Swiss Family Robinson treehouse. So we'll take a look and see if we can find that last pin. Okay, so we do have a pin trading cast member, and again, we're looking for the Haunted Mansion pin, and I am not seeing it there. So I'm going to come over here to the pin board here at the guest experience team tent. And again, I'm not seeing a Haunted Mansion pin, so we can complete this full board bingo, and so we're going to move on to the next one. So as we make our way into Adventureland, I'm starting to see how content creators that do pinboard bingo, your WDW Kevin, some of these other pin trading content creators get so frustrated. I've been sitting on one pin for a while now. One pin, a Haunted Mansion pin is all I need. And so we're gonna keep trucking and we're gonna figure this out. So our next pin board is going to be located in the Pirates of the Caribbean gift shop, and it's going to be right over here. I just showed you the entrance, and if you follow this right back through here to these double doors, that is where the next pin board will be located in the gift shop. Okay, so here's the pin board located at the Pirates of the Caribbean gift shop. And again, we are down to one. Haunted Mansion pin. And I ran into a guest here at the park a few minutes ago that thought they had one, but searched through their stuff and left it in their hotel room. And so, again, we are on the hunt for one pin. One pin only, a Haunted Mansion pin. And I don't see it on this pin board, so we will move on to the next one. All right, friends, we got a Jack Sparrow sighting here at Magic Kingdom. He's taking pictures with the guests, having a good time. Always nice to see Jack Sparrow here at Magic Kingdom. As you make your way out of the Pirates of the Caribbean gift shop, the next pin board will be located over here at the Guest Experience Blue Team tent, right outside of the Golden Oak outpost. And so we'll go take a look and see if they have that last pin we need. Okay, here is that pin board located at the Guest Experience Blue Tent. And as we take a look around, we are down to the Haunted Mansion pin. One Haunted Mansion pin. Come on, Haunted Mansion pin. No. On to the next board. So the next two boards are going to be located across the bridge as you're kind of making your way out of Adventureland into Frontierland. It's going to be Critter Co-op, and it's going to be Tiana's Bayou Adventure Store. And so I showed you right here, we're going to cross this bridge. It'll be located on the left, but that's where the next pin board should be located. Our next pin board is going to be located here in the Critter Co-op, just outside of Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Let's go take a look at that pin board and see if they have that Haunted Mansion pin. And here is the pin board located inside of the Critter Co-op. And again, one pin. Come on, one pin. Haunted Mansion pin. And I'm not seeing a Haunted Mansion pin anywhere on this board, so we're going to move on to Tiana's Bayou General Store. Okay, so I would love to jump on here and tell you I completed full board bingo. I did it. I'm still looking for that Haunted Mansion pin, but really cool thing just happened at Critter Co-op. I ran into someone who watches, a couple of her daughters, and we started talking, and she dug through her book bag, she dug through all her pins. She really wanted to help me complete this last pin for this full pin board challenge, and she didn't have it. Haunted Mansion's a hard one. I knew when my wife gave it to me. I knew you were going to do that to me. It was going to be hard. So we're going to move on to the next one, to Tiana's Bayou General Store. See if we can find it. We got to make this happen. We got to make this happen. Okay, so our next pin board is going to be located back here in the back where you would tap your magic band to get the photos after the Tiana's Bayou adventure. It's located in Tiana's Bayou general store. So let's walk in and see if we can find that Haunted Mansion pin. So here is the pin board located in Tiana's Bayou general store, and I'm not seeing, again, a Haunted Mansion pin. We do have a pin trading cast member as well. Also, still not seeing a Haunted Mansion pin. So we're going to look around and keep going, maybe talk to a couple guests here in the park, but still no luck with this Haunted Mansion pin. All right, so you may not have to worry about blowing up my comments feed. My wife just texts me. She'll text me throughout the day when she knows I'm at Disney, asking how my day is, how the pin trading's going, if she knows I'm making content. And I showed her how we were doing, that we were one away with a Haunted Mansion pin left to go. And I showed her my board. And I said, look, I got the Minnie with the daisy hat with the flower that you like. She said, that's not Minnie. That is a character called Hortensia. I don't know who that is or where that came from. I took the cast members' advice and said that was Minnie. It wasn't. It just shows you that even Disney cast members sometimes don't know the characters. So I have to open that slot back up. So now we're on the hunt for 2. I still need Minnie with the daisy hat, and I now need the Haunted Mansion pin as well. And so that makes 2. We're on the hunt for 2, and we are running out of time, running out of pin boards. Here we go. So as we make our way into Frontierland, the next pin board is going to be located over here at Big Al's gift shop. It's going to be across from Frontier Mercantile here in Frontierland. So we'll take a look at that pin board and see if either of those pins we need are on there. So here's the pin board located at Big Al's. And as I look around the pin board now, again, we're looking for 2, as one was called a bluff and said, no, that's a balk, we can't do it. And so we are looking for Minnie with the flower hat, with the daisy hat, and we're looking for a Haunted Mansion pin. And as I look around this board, I'm not seeing either of those. And so we're going to move into the next pin board and see what we can find. So our next pin board is going to be located over here in Frontier Mercantile at the Frontier Trading Post. We're going to walk in, take a look at that pin board, and again, still got 2 left to make this full board bingo happen. Okay, so here's the pin board at the Frontier Trading Post. And again, we're back to 2. One was called a bluff and we can't use it. So we're looking for Minnie with the daisy hat, with the flower, and we're looking for a Haunted Mansion pin. And as I look around this board, I'm not seeing any. We do have a pin trading cast member as well. So I'll show you their pin pad, but again, nothing that we need to accomplish this. And so we're going to move on to the next one. All right, so as we came out of the Frontier Trading Post, I ran into another friend who watches. And they looked at me and said, what do you need? What do you need to finish this full board bingo? Now, I told you we messed up, so we're back to 2. So I needed a Haunted Mansion pin, and I still need the Minnie with the daisy hat, Minnie with the flower hat. And he was able to help us with one of them. And so I'm going to show you right here. There it is, the Haunted Mansion Wave A Castle. And so that takes care of the Haunted Mansion pin. So we are 1 away, and I was able to pull it off there. You can still see it. So we need a Minnie with a daisy hat, and we haven't gone over to Be Our Guest. We haven't gone over to Gaston's Tavern yet, and so we have a couple of options left. And so we're going to do some lunch, go over there and hit those and see if we can't find that last Minnie to get full board bingo. Okay, friends, so I was on my way to lunch, and I just happened to look over, and at Country Bear Musical Jamboree, they have a pin board. I've never seen a pin board here. I'm really excited, but they're on a break, so they have one. And look right there. Minnie with a daisy hat, Minnie with a flower hat. That is full board bingo. So we're gonna trade for this guy, and I don't even care. I'm gonna put a real pin down because I don't think I have any more boo-boos on me. And no, yes I do, on my pad. I'm just really excited. Okay, so we're gonna put this one that we thought was Minnie Mouse down. We're putting her right there. We're taking this Minnie, and we have completed full board bingo. Okay, I know I got a little excited a minute ago, but I wanted to calmly sit over here and show you the board. It is full. We have completed full board bingo, so we'll be buying a mystery pack here in a little bit, opening that on TikTok for you later, but there was the final piece right there. Minnie with a flower hat, Minnie with the daisy on her head. And so full board bingo is done. There's were the 2 hard ones, the Haunted Mansion pin and the daisy with the flower hat. But we are done. Full board bingo has been accomplished. We still have like 3 or 4 boards to look at, so we're gonna go look at those, see if we can find pins we want for our collection, and then we'll sign off for the day. But thank you for coming along, and we're gonna see what we can find on these next couple boards. Okay, so our next pin board is going to be found here at Getaway Stagecoach Line. It's the DVC hut right outside of the DVC lounge, and so we'll go back in there, take a look at the pin board, and see if there's anything we need. Okay, friends, here is the pin board over here at the DVC location right next to Frontier Mercantile. And again, now that we've completed full board bingo, we're just on the hunt for real authentic pins. And if you look at this, yeah, we're taking that guy. And so we're gonna leave, what do we wanna leave? Let's go ahead and leave our Star Wars pin right here. I don't collect Star Wars, it's a good pin. So we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna leave behind this guy for the next person. Okay, so I did almost again. I get so caught up in pin trading, pin bingo, these contests. I did forget to show you the drip today, so I'm gonna show you that. I got on my shirt here from the Unashamed Tour 2012. And so for those of you that don't know what that is, I'm a big Christian hip hop fan and I really enjoy Lecrae. And so I attended the Unashamed Tour in 2012, right before my salvation. And again, love Lecrae, love Trip Lee, love Tadashi, amazing Christian hip hop artists. But that's where the shirt comes from. And where their group, Unashamed 116 comes from is being unashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And that is one thing I am for sure unashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ in my life as a pin trading pastor. And so hope you like the drip today, and we're gonna check out that next pin board. So because I got here so early, I definitely went a different way, a crazy way. We've seen pretty much all the pin boards but 3, and so I'm gonna show you those now. The first one is gonna be here at the guest experience team tent, right next to Be Our Guest restaurant. So we'll take a look, and again, since we've completed full board bingo, let's just see if they got anything we want for our collection today. So here's the pin board at the guest experience team tent next to Be Our Guest. And as we look around again, yep, there's Minnie with a bob. Don't need her. We're not playing that challenge today. I am looking for a real authentic Disney pin now that we've completed full board bingo. And I don't see anything we want or need, and so we will move on to the next one. Our next pin board is going to be located at the Be Our Guest restaurant, and we're just going to kind of bypass the crowd here because we're not eating here. And we're going to take a look at this pin board and see if there's anything we want or need for our collection today. And here is the pin board at Be Our Guest restaurant. And again, as we look around, now we're on the hunt for authentic pins. And as I look around this board, there isn't anything that we are gonna want or need. And so we're gonna move on to our final pin board. So our last pin board is gonna be found here at the Village Gifts, Bonjour Village Gifts. Again, there's my boy Gaston. And right over here is gonna be Bonjour Village Gifts. Let's go in there and take a look at that pin board and see if there's anything we need now that full board bingo is done. Okay friends, so here is the last pin board of the day in Bonjour Village Gifts. And as we make our way around the board, we're looking for genuine, authentic Disney pins. And as we look around here, I'm seeing one that I'm gonna want. I want this guy. That is Genie. And if I'm not mistaken, that is the Genie from the Wave A, and that is the Chaser. And so, ding, 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 we are definitely gonna be taking that. Let's go ahead and put Bruni down. We'll put another Wave A pin down. I'll put Bruni down because I am going to make an equal value trade there. But yeah, we're definitely excited about getting Genie there on this last pin board. All right, friends, well, that's gonna do it for us for Magic Kingdom today. Again, an amazing, amazing day of pin trading. I'm not really sure what I'm more excited about. Again, I completed full board bingo. I'm gonna show you right there again. There is full board bingo in its entirety. All the beautiful pins that I obtained, all the stickers placed nicely and neatly. Full board bingo. I don't know whether I'm more excited about that or this Genie Chaser we just pulled off the board in Bonjour Gifts over there. Again, that was an awesome, awesome pull. And so, again, if you're not following us on all the socials, it's Pin Trading Pastor on Instagram, TikTok, and obviously if you're watching this, you're seeing it on YouTube. It was such a fun day. Running into my buddy Zach, I've got him here. He helped us big time with our pin board. And again, follow him at Grumpy Disney Dad on Instagram. Zach, you want to say anything else? You are the assistant to the Pin Trading Pastor, so is there anything you want to say?
I had a great day today. It was fun hanging out with Pastor Anthony. And, follow him on YouTube, TikTok. Absolutely.
Zach's a dear friend of mine. It was great to see him at the parks today. We had a good time. And so, y'all, I hope you're enjoying the content. Again, be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more content. And one thing I do want to challenge you to do, comment. If you comment some of the challenges you want to see me do, some of the pins you want to see me chase, the stuff you want to see, there they go, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Some of the stuff you want to see, I'll make that happen. I want to create content that you all want to see, that you want to like. And so again, it's been an absolute joy here. We beat the rain. You see how sunny it is. It did not end up raining. And so again, appreciate the follow, appreciate the like, appreciate the subscribe. And as always, love God, love people. God bless, my friends.